Alexander Usyk versus Tyson Fury, the rematch for the world undisputed heavyweight title. Welcome to the Let's Talk About It podcast on EMGM Sports with your one and only host, Enzo. Let's talk about it. It's been confirmed. It's official. Alexander Usyk versus Tyson Fury, the rematch, will be taking place on the 21st of December, 2024. Of course, you already know the location. It's where the money's at. Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. That's where all the big fights are taking place at the moment. That's where the money is. That's where boxing is heading at the moment. It's no longer Vegas. It's not London. It's Riyadh. It's Saudi Arabia. It's in the desert. That's where the big fights are taking place. And today, officially, it was announced that world heavyweight, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Alexander Usyk, will be defending his titles against Tyson Fury on December 21st. So we're getting a little early Christmas present. It was bound to happen. Rumors were that the fight was going to happen in October, but we're going to get a little bit later. It's going to come at the end of the year. But that's great. 4 days before Christmas, it gives us all something to look forward to. You know what? I was actually going to do, I was meant to do a post-fight analysis, but I was away on holiday and the Wi-Fi was terrible. The Wi-Fi was terrible, so I didn't get around to it. But now, you know what? The dust has settled. It's been a few weeks, 2 weeks since the fight happened. And everyone that watched that fight saw exactly what happened in it. Obviously, Alexander Usyk came out victorious. Great performance by both fighters. Yeah, it was a great fight. Overall, it was a great fight. Fantastic watch. Do you know what I mean? Both fighters deserve all the credit in the world. Both fighters deserve all the respect. Congratulations to Alexander Usyk for coming out on top. Do you know what I mean? Undisputed champion in the cruiserweight division. Now he's the undisputed champion in the heavyweight division. What a great achievement. What a great achievement by Usyk. What a great fighter he is, man. You have to respect the boy. You have to respect him. You have to respect Alexander Usyk for everything he's achieved, yeah? He's a generational fighter, man. He's the best of his generation, man. He's done it all. Alexander Usyk has conquered boxing. Do you know what I mean? Like he's done it all, man. He's done it all. So congratulations to him. Yeah, all the best to him in a rematch as well. Let's look back at the first fight. Yeah, we'll talk a bit more about the rematch. Yeah, let me just spend a bit of time analyzing the first fight, which was a great fight. Like I said, it was a great fight. Going into the fight, the lead up to the fight, I done a video where I done a pre-fight video where I talked about how Tyson Fury can win that fight and how Alexander Usyk can win the fight. And in the video, I did mention that if Fury comes out the way he came out against Wilder in the second fight against Wilder, and like he came out in the third fight against Wilder, I said it, he'll beat Usyk comfortably. That was just my thought. That was my opinion. That's when I looked at the fight, when I looked at both fighters, how they compared to each other, I just thought, you know what? Tyson Fury, if he comes out aggressive, uses his size and range and everything else, and all the advantage that was going for him, he wins that fight. Do you know what I mean? Maybe not easily, but I thought like he could have a comfortable fight. But looking back at the first fight, yeah, let's look at the first 5 rounds. Yeah, me personally, I gave Fury the first out of the 5. I gave him 4 rounds. Yeah, so I gave him 4 rounds, and we can see that when Fury was using the jab movement, he was keeping it long. Do you know what I mean? Fighting on the outside, yeah. he made Usyk look a bit silly. Do you know what I mean? Usyk was kind of overreaching, jumping in those early exchanges. Like Fury, like Usyk looked like the size was getting to him. The size of Fury was getting to Usyk. He was struggling a bit, and it almost looked like, you know what, Fury can walk away with this. If Fury just continues to do exactly what he's doing now, using the jab, keeping it long, moving, going to the body, he was winning that fight. He was winning that fight on points. Most of the boxing experts, fighters, promoters, everyone was saying that Fury was winning that the first 4 rounds. The first 5 rounds, Fury won at least 4 of them. And he hurt Usyk to the body. I think he was in the 5th round. He hurt Usyk to the body. Fury hit Usyk with a nice clean uppercut. It was a clean uppercut. He was going to the body. He was hurting Usyk all the time, and you saw Usyk was uncomfortable with it. But something happened. I'm not sure what happened. From the 6th round onwards, Fury just stopped. For some reason, he stopped throwing the shots to the body. He stopped keeping it long. And obviously, Usyk also adapted, didn't it? Usyk adapted his style, and he just kept pressuring Fury. He started letting them shots go. And I don't know, I'm not sure if Fury was just if he was feeling the pace, or he just wasn't on it, or maybe we should just respect the greatness of Usyk. Because from the 6th round onwards, Usyk just took over. He just took over. And Tyson Fury wasn't really coping with the movement and the way Usyk was coming forward. Now, looking at the fight, throughout the whole fight, for some reason, Tyson Fury was on the back foot the whole fight. He's fighting on the back foot. Even the rounds that he did win, he was fighting on the back foot. The whole time, Usyk, as the smaller guy, was still coming forward the whole time. Tyson Fury, as the bigger guy, he was always taking a step back. He was landing his jabs. He was landing the uppercut. He was landing the body shots. But he was always stepping back. And I think for me, that was a big mistake. That was a big mistake by Tyson Fury, because with his size, he should be imposing himself on Usyk. And I said that on my preview video. I said that. I said if Fury fights aggressive, he's on the front foot, it will hurt Usyk. He's the bigger guy, but for some reason on this game plan, I'm not sure if it was the game plan or it wasn't, but Fury was just moving back. And that from the 6th round onwards, that just encouraged Usyk, and Usyk came on to it. Started landing on Fury, and eventually he took his toll. On the 9th round, we saw what happened. Usyk hit Fury with a clean left, and Fury was all over the place. He was bouncing from pillar to pillar. He was going from one side of the ropes to the other. Like, he basically done a 360. He hit every single rope in that ring. If it wasn't for the rope, he would have been on his backside. Fury would have been on his backside if it wasn't for the ropes. Some people even saying that the fight should have been stopped. I don't agree with that. I don't think the fight should have been stopped, simply because Fury is a world champion, isn't it? He's come back against Wilder, where he looked almost out. He came back from the dead in the first fight against Wilder. With that final punch from Wilder, we all thought Fury's out cold. Wilder's winning that fight, but he came back. So I'm thinking to myself, the referee, knowing Tyson Fury's history of staying strong and coming back from knockdowns, the referee gave Fury every single chance to come back, to regain his composure and come back. So I give credit to the referee. Some people might say he should have stopped it, but for me personally, I take my hat off to the referee and say, respect, because you know what that did. He gave us a great fight. it gave us a great fight that we can all talk about right now, because at the end of the day, Fury did come back. When he came back in that 10th round, when he got back up, I thought, you know what? It's a matter of time before Usyk stops him. But you know what? Credit to Tyson Fury. Nah, he's stuck in there, man. He's stuck in there. I think some people even gave Fury the 12th round, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. Me personally, I think Usyk won it, but not much. Maybe by a round or two, just. And it's all because Fury, towards the middle round, he just started, it was messing around, man. He's like, I just don't understand it, man. He was just messing around. He wasn't taking it serious. He started clowning around. And Usyk is a great fighter. You have to respect him from round 1 to 12. Usyk is not Wilder. You know what I mean? Usyk is a very skilled fighter. You have to respect him throughout the whole rounds. Throughout round 1 to 12, you have to respect Usyk, because he's going to bring that A game all the time. He's world class. He is elite. And Fury had to find out the hard way. He had to find out the hard way. Now, Fury's always been like a gimmick. It's not the first time that he's clowning around in the ring and doing everything that he always does. I think there's a time and a place for it. I just feel like with certain opponents, certain fighters, you can't do that against. And Alexander Usyk is one of the fighters that you can't mess around with. You can't be clowning around. You have to stay focused throughout the whole thing. Now, for me, I believe if Fury stayed focused throughout the whole fight and didn't clown around and stuck to the original game plan, what he done from round 2 to round 5, if he stuck to that, going to the body, jab, maybe he would have won it. I think he would have won if he stuck to that game plan. But are we almost kind of dismissing the greatness of Usyk if we say that? Maybe it's because of Usyk's greatness that Tyson Fury couldn't do that for 12 rounds. Usyk didn't allow Fury to do that for 12 rounds. He was never going to allow it, because when it comes to fitness, cardio, endurance, Usyk has that in abundance. He could fight 20 rounds, man. He can keep going. The guy's 37 years old, but he's fit as an 18-year-old. His gas tank is amazing. And on that 9th round, when he hit Fury that left and he almost took him out, almost got Fury out of there. Once again, I'll say this. Go and watch the interview with Tony Bellew. When Usyk knocked out Tony Bellew said that the punch that actually knocked him out, it wasn't the hardest punch that he's ever felt. But Tony Bellew was so exhausted that he had nothing left. When that left connected, he was out, because he had nothing left. He was exhausted. I think that's exactly the same thing that happened to Tyson Fury in this fight. He was under pressure from Usyk from round 1 all the way to 12. I mean, Usyk never took a step back. Even when Fury was having success, he was landing the uppercut, landing the body shots. Usyk never took a step back. He kept coming forward. He kept coming forward. He just said to him, you know what? I don't care. You're big. You're strong. I'm coming for you. And that game plan worked for Usyk, because eventually, no matter how great Fury is, no matter how skilled he is, if you're on the back foot the whole time, you're being pressured, eventually it's gonna give. Eventually you're gonna get tired. You're gonna tire, man. You're gonna get tired. And I feel like if you look at Fury from round 7, 8, he was fatigued, man. He just looked tired. He looked out of it. Do you know what I mean? He just didn't have that spring, that step that Fury normally has. And if you look at the punches that Usyk was connecting with on the 9th round, it wasn't the hardest punches in the world. It wasn't the hardest punches in the world. Come on, it's not the hardest punch. Fury's been hit harder, but Fury's been hit by Wilder. We all know Wilder's got a hammer fist on him. Crazy, drops bombs. He almost knocks Fury out of his planet. But Fury came back. If you look at the punches that Usyk was throwing Fury, it wasn't the hardest punches. They were connecting, fantastic. They were connecting. I think he connected about 6 or 7 of them. And he had Fury on the ropes. But it wasn't the hardest punches. But Like I said, I've been watching Usyk for a long time now. I've analyzed him since he's coming to the heavyweight division. I've watched him at cruiserweight. This guy here will get you mentally fatigued, man. A lot of people don't understand this. He's not just getting you physically fatigued, he's getting you mentally fatigued. That's exactly what he got. What happened to Tyson Fury? He was tired physically, yeah. He was on a back foot the whole fight. And mentally up here, man, when he realized that Usyk wasn't gonna take a step back, and Fury just kept going back, Usyk kept coming forward and throwing punches. I just think that was draining. It took its toll on Tyson Fury. And he kind of didn't know what to do next. Do you know what I mean? It's funny I say that because like Fury's a great fighter, man. Super, super skilled fighter. But I just feel like in those middle rounds from round 6, he just ran out of ideas, man. He just ran out of ideas and Usyk just took over. We saw what happened in round 9. Fury was they almost took him out of it. The fight was nearly ended, but credit to Fury, he came back. We got to give Fury credit for that. But like I said, man, Usyk is a special fighter. I don't even know, man. Someone told me in the comments or something who beats Fury, who beats Usyk? How do you beat him? Because he's fought a cruiserweight, people his size, fast fighters, is beating them all. He's come up at heavyweight. You know what? He's been smaller than every heavyweight that he's fought. He's been the smaller guy, but he's been able to outmuscle. I'll be real. He's been able to outmuscle, outmaneuver, outspeed, like everything. Strength, endurance, cardio. He's done all the above. He's had the advantage. Like he's just been able to just go in there and get the job done. And all these heavyweight, they're all big ages, 6'6", Fury 6'9". And Usyk has just gone in there and kind of like made them look silly. A lot of people had Tyson Fury beating Usyk, including myself, I have to admit it. Including myself. You know, I didn't have it as a landslide, but I had a close fight. I just thought Fury's size and his range and everything, his reach, everything like that. I just thought it was gonna be too much. I thought Usyk would have met his match, but you know what? I'm glad, you know, I'm always, if I'm proven wrong, listen, respect, you know. If someone proves me wrong, respect to them, you know. I'm humbled. And Usyk, definitely, man, he, you know, after that fight, I've earned so much respect for him. Like, he's got my respect, man. What a great fighter. What a great fighter, man. Now, let's look at the rematch now. The rematch, December 21st in Saudi Arabia. Yeah, what can Tyson Fury do? What adjustments does Fury have to do to win that rematch? Now, for me, yeah, it's not a lot. There's not a lot of adjustments that Fury really has to do to win that fight. I believe there's not too much that he can do, because if Fury can do what he did in the first 5 rounds and keep it tight and keep it, like, just stay disciplined, stop clowning around, work on cardio, yeah, work on your endurance now, because like with Usyk, yeah, he you know he's gonna come with an A game. You know Usyk is gonna bring his endurance, he's gonna bring his cardio for 12 rounds. He's not gonna tire. He's not gonna tire. And also by Usyk winning the first fight, it's giving him more confidence. The fact that he almost knocked Tyson Fury out, Usyk is now coming into this fight with you know, he's the undisputed champion of the world. He's the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Undisputed. He's the undisputed champion of the world. So Usyk is coming into this fight. 1, he's the favorite. And 2, he's just going to be filled with confidence. Usyk is going to have all the confidence in the world because he almost knocked out Tyson Fury as well. So for Usyk, same game plan. For Usyk, do exactly what he did in the first fight. In fact, go even harder, because now you know you can hurt Tyson Fury. You can probably knock him out. So this time Usyk is coming to take Tyson Fury's head off. I don't think Usyk is gonna want to go in there and box again, man. He's gonna go in there, no respect whatsoever for Fury. He ain't gonna respect Fury's power. He's gonna go in there. I believe he's gonna try and end the fight early. Do you know what I mean? Usyk is gonna go in there and yeah, try and win the fight by stoppage, because the way he's gonna see, I almost did it. I almost done it. I can do it in a second fight. So for Usyk, there's no much I could really say in terms of what he has to do. For me, just do exactly what he done in the first fight. Up the game a little bit. He's gonna win that fight. Now for Tyson Fury, boy, he needs to work on that cardio, man. Get that endurance going, man. You can't fade away. You can't be good for 4 or 5 rounds against Usyk. You need 12 rounds. You need all 12 rounds. You need to go toe-to-toe with him. Yeah. One, Fury needs to be the aggressor in the rematch. Fury has to be the aggressor. No more taking that step back, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps back. Nah, take one or two step backs. 1 or 2 steps back and then come back. Like, do you know what I mean? Come on, Fury. You're a big boy. You're a big guy. You're the bigger guy. Use your size. Same game plan that you had against Wilder in the second and third fight. It's the same game plan you should have against Usyk. Now, I know Usyk is incredible. We all know that. He's the heavyweight, he's the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. He's a special fighter. But we saw when Tyson Fury stepped on that gas and was aggressive, we saw what happened to Usyk. Usyk didn't like it. When Fury was going to the body, Usyk did not like it. Usyk did not like it. Fury was hurting him. But Fury let Usyk recover. Fury allowed Usyk to come back into that fight. In the rematch, Fury cannot afford to make the same mistakes. If he starts up well for Fury and he's landing to the body, keep going to that body. Don't stop going to the body. That's the mistake that I think I've seen. How many fights is Usyk had in heavyweight? He's had what? Chisora, AJ twice, Daniel Dubois, and Fury. So what's that? 5 fights at heavyweight. Now he's had 5 fights. And one thing I've noticed, every time Usyk is hurt to the body, these heavyweights are not following it up. They'll hurt Usyk to the body, but then they won't continue. They won't sustain that pressure on him. They're almost like they hurt him, and then they almost like just sit back and admire the work instead of continuing to put that pressure. Like, hit that gas, man. Go for it. AJ done the same thing in the second fight, but then he just ran out of gas. He didn't have it. AJ just didn't have the endurance, the cardio to carry on. That's the thing. I think that the fighter that will beat Usyk will be the fighter that will match him for cardio, endurance, and all that. You got to match that pace. If you can match him for the pace and the skill, I think that's the fighter that will eventually beat Usyk. Because Usyk is what, 37 years old now? And Father Time catches up to all of us eventually. Father Time does catch up to all of us eventually. And Usyk is no different. He's already showing signs of slowing down, because I think he's been taking in the fight against Dubois, he took a couple of shots that he never took before. Against AJ, second fight, he took a couple of shots that normally Usyk wouldn't take. And in the Fury fight, the first 5 rounds, he took damage, man. He took damage, man. He had to dig real deep. To come back and win that fight, and respect to him. But I believe that Tyson Fury allowed him to come into that fight when he stopped doing exactly what was working, going to the body, jabbing. Now, that could have been that Usyk made some adjustment, but I didn't see it. Watching the fight, I don't think Usyk really made that much adjustment. He just kept doing what he was doing in the first 5 rounds. Pressure, keep punching, pressure. Tyson Fury stopped doing what was working for Tyson Fury early on. He stopped the jab. He stopped going to the body. He was clowning around. He kept taking 5 steps back and letting Usyk come on to him, you know, absorbing all that pressure, taking all that necessary pressure. And Usyk started, you know, teeing up on him, letting shots go and eventually connected. That's what lost Tyson Fury the fight. Tyson Fury, I'm sure he's going to go back. You know, his coach. They're going to analyze the fight. You know, he's got a great coach. They're going to sit down, analyze the fight, and obviously they're going to note down, look, and where the mistakes came from. But it's so obvious, isn't it? You don't need to be a master tactician or a genius to figure out what happened in that fight, what went wrong for Tyson Fury. We can all see it. You speak to the normal guy on the roads who watched that fight, they'll tell you what went wrong. We can all see it. Tyson Fury stopped doing what was working, clowning around. We don't know. Maybe there was some underlying issues or anything, but yeah, Fury hasn't said anything. His camp hasn't said anything, so he just made a mistake of not sticking to the game plan and what was working in the first 5 rounds of that fight. Now, another criticism that's been going around, I've heard on social media, and I've just heard it everywhere, on radio, whatever, is that obviously, look, in Tyson Fury's corner, he had his dad was there. I think he had his brother and his coach as well, Sugar Hill. Now, I'm not really a fan of having dads, and unless he's the main coach, yeah. If he's the main coach, your dad is your main coach, and your brother, okay, I get it, but like at those world level, yeah, championship, world, you know, undisputed, you know, world heavyweight title, I think you should just have one voice in your corner. Because I could see sometimes Sugar Hill will be talking to Tyson Fury. His dad, Tyson Fury's dad, will be yapping in his ear as well. Why, yo, you're winning this fight. And Sugar Hill will be telling him something. And Tyson Fury's dad will be saying, oh, yeah, just land the jab. You're winning the fight by 2 rounds. Like, too many voices in Fury's corner. Too many voices. Now, in a rematch, maybe he needs to address that. Do you know what I mean? Tell your dad, listen, fall back, chill out. I got this, dad. Chill out, man. I'm just going to have Sugar Hill. I'm just going to have him in my corner. Sugar Hill's got great experience, man. He's taken Tyson Fury all the way right to where Tyson Fury is now. So he's a great coach. Just have him there. Just have him there. Just listen to one voice, because 2, 3 voices, like, it's kind of confusing. It's kind of confusing. I'm sure that, you know, look, I'm not using no excuses for Fury losing the fight. I don't think that's what lost him the fight, having too many voices in the corner, but that can't be helpful. That can't be helpful. Me, myself, me personally, if I'm in a fight, I just want one voice. That's my head coach. That's what I'm listening to. And I think in a rematch, yeah, as well as the other adjustment I just talked about Fury, keep going to the body, be consistent with it, the jab. You're the bigger man. You know what I mean? You're the taller fighter. You're the heavier guy. You need to be the aggressor in that fight. You need to go forward. Bully Usyk. Lean on him. Make it dirty like the Wilder fight. Make it dirty like the second Wilder. The second and third Wilder fights. Do you know what I mean? That's the game plan, Fury. That's the game plan Fury should go in there. But, and also, yeah, get rid of your dad, man. Just tell your dad, listen, you watch, go sit down with the Crown Prince or something like that. Leave him at home. Let him watch it from the TV, man. He's becoming a bit of a distraction for Tyson Fury. All the pre-fight antics, headbutting people and all that, it can't be helpful. Can't be helpful, man. Just let Tyson focus on the fight, remove all the distractions, and just get in there and listen to Sugar Hill. Listen to one coach. Because Sugar Hill was giving him the right advice. Sugar Hill kept telling him, listen, go at him. I heard Sugar Hill saying, step on it now, put the pressure on. Do you know what I mean? Then I heard Fury's dad saying, oh, you're winning by two rounds. And if you look at Fury from like the 10th round, 11th round, he was fighting like he's winning it. Man, you're not winning. You're on the back foot. Usyk is, even after Usyk nearly knocked you down, knocked you out, Usyk was the one still coming forward being the aggressor. So I don't know how your dad is telling you won 2 rounds, but I don't know, man. I didn't see it that way. But yeah, man. That's the adjustments that Tyson Fury has to make if he's to win that rematch. But there's plenty of time for them to get back in camp and work on those adjustments and bring the right sparring partners in. And yeah, man, Fury was in great shape for the first fight. He was in great shape. Second fight, he has to be in some incredible shape. He has to be in incredible shape because Fury's got, Usyk is gonna come in with all the confidence in the world. Like, he's the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. He's not gonna have no respect. He's gonna have some level of respect for Fury, but he ain't gonna have that fear that he probably had in the first fight. He's gonna be like, I nearly knocked him out. I'm going for this guy's head now. So it's all on Fury now to make the adjustments and be the aggressor, be the heavier fight and take control of the fight, man. Don't like this time. If Fury does take the initiative and is hurting Usyk, go for it. That's it. End it. Finish it. Don't give Usyk the opportunity to come back. Do not give him the opportunity to come back. That's why a lot of fighters have made the mistakes in the past, is giving Usyk the chance. Nah, don't give him a chance to come back, because Usyk is an incredible fighter. He's got cardio endurance for days, weeks, months. So if you hurt him, you have to step on it. Step on it and just end it. And that's what Fury have to do. I don't see Fury winning on points in the rematch. Unless he comes in with great endurance, great cardio and that, but I don't see Fury winning on points. I think Fury will have to stop Usyk. Do you know what I mean? But then I'm thinking Usyk is going to be coming in there with a mindset to knock Fury out. But then that might work to Fury's advantage, if you know what I mean. But Usyk almost underestimating Fury, Fury can hurt him. So look, guys, it's gonna be a great fight, man. It's gonna be a great fight. We're all looking forward to it. But I'll be back. I'll do a pre-fight analysis on that when we get a bit closer to the time. But yeah, man, exciting times for the heavyweight, for the heavyweight division. Do you know what I mean? A very exciting time. Also, you've got the Zhang versus Wilder fight coming up as well. So yeah, man, exciting times. I want to come with a fight preview for the Zhang versus Wilder fight that's coming up as well on in Riyadh in Saudi Arabia. That's on the 1st of June. So yeah, amazing card. Eddie Hearn versus Frank Warren. It's 5 against 5. I've got a pre-fight coming out. That's going to be out on Friday. What's the date? Friday the 31st of May. That I'm going to be dropping that video. That pre-fight video is going to be coming out for that card as well. So watch out for that. But yeah, man, this was my second episode of the Let's Talk About It podcast. Guys, I hope you enjoyed it, man. Look, who's looking forward to that fight? 21st of December. What a great Christmas present for us, the viewers. Do you know what I mean? We get to see a rematch between Alexander Usyk versus Tyson Fury. The first fight was amazing, great entertainment. What a great fight. The second fight, I think it's gonna be fireworks, man. I don't think you wanna miss that fight. But yeah, guys, man, this is it for me. Thanks for watching this episode of Let's Talk About It, episode 2. I really appreciate all the support. Listen, guys, like, subscribe, share the link. Do you know what I mean? Let's grow together. Let's build. Keep supporting the movement. Do you know what I mean? You guys encourage me to keep bringing you great content. So keep supporting the channel. Until next time, it's your boy Enzo, EMGM Sports. Let's Talk About It podcast.